Wait, why were you late though?
Now, the today's topic is types of quadrilaterals. Okay, how many types of quadrilaterals we have? Okay, first
yeah.
is symmetrical.
Am I muted?
No,
Oh, wait, so why did you get late? Oh,
symmetrical shape. There are two types of quadrilateral. Basically, in detail, we are going to learn in detail. Okay, so there are 6 types of quadrilaterals, but I explain something other way. Non-systematical. Wait. So now today's topic is types of quadrilateral. There are 2 types of quadrilateral, which is symmetrical shape and other is non-symmetrical shape. Now symmetrical shapes, we have 3 category.
yeah.
What are the 3 categories? Parallelogram. Do you know parallelogram?
Yeah, those are easy. I already learned that in a long time.
Okay. So first is parallelogram, second is trapezium, and the third is kite. Again,
What is trapezium?
I explain each figure in detail. Okay, so just wait and watch. Parallelogram, again we have 3 categories. So we are going in very depth in the quadrilateral. The first is rectangle. The second is square. And the third is rhombus. So symmetrical shape, we have 3 categories. We can classification into 3 part: parallelogram, trapezium and kite. Further we get divided into 3 part: parallelogram, which is rectangle, square and rhombus. Okay, now non-symmetrical shape is like, you can draw the shape like this. It's a non-symmetrical shape. Okay, so this is not used for anything, but yeah, this is used for the finding the land and others. So we will divide it into the 2 part, make it a symmetrical and then find the area, perimeter, whatever. But these are the proper symmetrical shape. Parallelogram, which type of shape is parallelogram? Tilde rectangle, like this. Trapezium, there are 2 types of trapezium: normal trapezium and isosceles trapezium. We'll discuss later. Kite, as you know it, kite is like this. Okay, rectangle.
What is a trapezium?
Yeah, we'll discuss in detail. Okay, rectangle shape is like this. Square, everyone know it, 4 sides are equal. Rhombus is a tilde square. So these are the small shapes regarding the 6. So we will discuss the 6 shapes. Basically, if anyone asks how many types of quadrilateral, so you can say that there are 6 types of quadrilateral: first, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. but I explain in very depth. Before 6, they have categorized into 2, symmetrical, non-symmetrical. Now symmetrical, we have 3, parallelogram, trapezium, kite, and under parallelogram we have 3 shapes: rectangle, square, and rhombus. So the first is parallelogram. Okay, parallelogram. How you will draw it? Okay, this is the parallelogram. Now, parallelogram is a quadrilateral in which each pair of opposite sides are parallel, right? Each pair of opposite sides are parallel, means this, and this. Suppose we have given naming this one. So first of all, the first property of the parallelogram is opposite side. Each pair of opposite sides are parallel. Right? Write down.
Yep.
The opposite sides are parallel and equal. Parallelogram word, there is a parallel. See? Right?
Yeah.
So, parallelogram, the opposite sides are parallel and equal. So, how you will write it? You will write AB is parallel to CD and AB is equals to CD also. Same,
Yeah.
BC is parallel to AD and BC is equals to AD. Got it? The first property. The second property is the opposite angles are equal also. The opposite angle. Which opposite angle? A is equals to C and this B is equals to D. So opposite angles are equal.
Yeah.
The opposite angles are equal. So angle A is equals to angle C and the angle B is equals to angle D. We have two pair of opposite angles. Now the third property is the diagonals bisect each other. When we draw the diagonal, right? How you will draw the diagonals?
You will.
Like this.
Yeah.
These two are the diagonals. So diagonal bisect each other. This.
Yeah.
Bisect each other means this and this equal and this equal. So the bisect, diagonal bisects each other.
Wait, is O parallel to any other sides?
No, not parallel. Not parallel. I wait. I write it. Write down the first two. Third is the diagonals bisect. What is the meaning of bisect? Bi means to, sect means divide or part. So diagonal bisect each other. So OA is equals to OC, because bisect each other means it's divided into, AC is a diagonal, right? So AC is the diagonal, O divided into two equal parts. So this side, this part is equals to this parts. That's why we call it the diagonals bisect each other. So OA is equals to OC and the other pair is OB is equals to OD. This is the parallelogram description, which is very important. So the quadrilateral, or you can say the parallelogram ABCD. ABCD is a parallelogram, implies the opposite sides are parallel. The opposite sides are parallel and equal. The second is the opposite angles are equals. We have two pair of opposite angles. Angle A equals to angle C, angle B is equals to angle D. The third very important property, the diagonal bisect each other. Bisect meaning, you know it, bi and sect. If the line divided into two equal parts, we call it a bisect. So bisect each other. So OA is equals to OC. It's a diagonal, bisect in equally divided into two parts. Same BD is the another diagonal. When we divided, so it will be divided into two equal parts. Now the next is rectangle. Okay, rectangle. A rectangle is a parallelogram in which each angle is right angle. Each angle is right angle, as you know it. All are right angle. Right angle means 90 degree. So the first property is each angle is
Right.
yeah.
Right angle.
So each angle is 90 degree. Means angle A.
But the sides are different. The length and width are different.
Yeah. We'll discuss. All are 90 degree. So this is the first property. Second is, so in a rectangle being a parallelogram, right? So the opposite sides are parallel and equal, same. The opposite sides are, being a parallelogram, na? So opposite sides are what? The opposite sides are
Equal. No, I mean they're parallel.
parallel and equal, both. Parallel and equal. So how you will write it? Parallel, same. AB is parallel to CD and AB is equals to CD. Same, BC is parallel to AD and same BC is equals to AD. So this is parallel to this and this is parallel to this and equal also. This is the second property.
Yeah.
Third property, same like a parallelogram, what? The diagonals bisect each other.
Yeah.
Means when you join AC is the one diagonal, BD is the other diagonal. So it will bisect each other. This equals to this and this equals to this.
Yeah.
So how you can write it? You will write it same. OA is equals to OC and the other pair is OB is equals to OD. That's it. We have three important properties of rectangle. Diagonal bisect each other. So the third type of quadrilateral is square. Okay, a square is a rectangle with all the four sides are equal, right? In other words, it is a rhombus with each angle equal to 90 degree. Square is a rectangle and at the same time a rhombus. But a square will have all the properties of the rectangle and those of a rhombus, which is different. Come to the main properties. Okay, so all four sides are equal.
Yeah.
All four sides are equal. How you will represent? AB, DC, CD, AD. All are equal. So you can write it AB equals to BC equals to CD equals to DA. All sides are equal. Now the second property is opposite sides are parallel.
Yeah.
Opposite sides are parallel. How you will represent? AB is parallel to CD because it's a part of parallelogram. That's why. And BC is parallel to AD. This is the second property. Now the third property is each angle is 90 degree. The third property is each angle is 90 degree.
Yeah.
Each angle is a right angle. So angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D, all are 90 degree. All are 90 degree.
Yeah.
Now come to the fourth property. What are the fourth property of the square is? The diagonals are equal.
Yeah.
What diagonals? Same. When you join two non-adjacent side, it will make it diagonal. So the diagonals are equal. How you will write it? AC is equals
I have
to
to
BD.
I have to go early. So after you finish square, can vote you.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Actually.
Okay. So the next is the last property is the diagonal bisect each other at right angle. The diagonals bisect each other at right angle. What does it mean? Means when you they will make it a 90 degree when they bisect it. So how you will write it? You can write it like AOB angle BOC angle COD angle DOA all are 90 degree.
Yeah.
So the diagonals bisect each other at right angle. So these are the 5 properties of. So the four type of quadrilateral is rhombus. Okay, rhombus is a tilde form of square. What are the properties of this? First property is the opposite sides of rhombus are parallel. Okay? Or you can write it the first, all sides of rhombus are equal. All sides of rhombus are equal. Now we'll give the naming of this A, B, C and D. All four sides are equal in length, like a square. All four sides. Second property of the rhombus is the opposite sides of a rhombus are parallel. You can see here, see, these two are parallels, these two are parallels, right? So write down the opposite sides are parallel. Means AB is parallel to CD and BC is parallel to AD. You know that these two signs are representing parallel, right? All sides of rhombus are equal, and how you will write it? AB is equals to BC is equals to CD is equals to DA. You can write like this, okay? So these two properties are of the rhombus. We'll write it three more. All sides of rhombus are equal. AB is BC is CD is DA. Now the opposite sides are parallel, like parallelogram, because this is the part of a parallelogram. So the parallelogram properties will work on that, okay? Done the first point?
Yeah.
Now the third property of rhombus is the opposite angles of the rhombus are equal. The opposite angles are equal. How? Where is the opposite angles? As you know that this is equal to this, because these two are the opposite angles, and other pair of opposite angle is B and D. So these two opposite angles are equal. How you will write it in the mathematical language? Opposite angles are equal. Angle A is equals to angle C. Angle B is equals to angle D. Now the fourth property. The diagonals of the rhombus bisect each other at 90 degree. The diagonal bisect each other at right angle, or you can say that 90 degree.
I can see.
So where is the diagonal? So diagonal is this. When you join the opposite angle, then you will see the diagonals. So both the diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree. This symbol is for 90 degree. So the diagonal bisect each other at 90 degree. How you will denote it? AC is perpendicular to BD. BD. That means they are intersect at O at
Yeah.
or 90
I'm
degree.
done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now the
I'm
last
done.
property is the diagonals of a rhombus is the fifth property. Okay, the last.
The diagonals of a rhombus is what?
The diagonals of a rhombus are perpendicular to each other. Actually, this you can don't write it here. The diagonals. The diagonals are perpendicular to each other. So you can write it with the symbol is this. The symbol is AC is perpendicular to BD. You can write it like this. And this other the 90 degree. So this is the, you can write it, this one is AOB, BOC, angle COD and DOA. All are making the 90 degree. You can write it like this. Okay. So now the 5 properties done in rhombus. Okay.
Yep.
So next is fifth quadrilateral is trapezoid and the other name is trapezium. Okay. So this is, I am talking about the normal trapezoid. After this we'll learn the isosceles trapezoid. So this one, what is the property of this? The first basic property is one pair of opposite sides are parallel and other pair of opposite sides is non-parallel. As you can see in the diagram, this is parallel to this and this is non-parallel. So only one pair of opposite sides are parallel in the trapezoid. So write down one pair of opposite sides are parallel and other pair of opposite sides are non-parallel. How you will denote the parallel and non-parallel? So AB is parallel to CD, but BC is not parallel to AD. You can denote like this. Okay, this is the first property. Only one more property is here. None of the angles are equal. All 4 angles are different in measure. No angle are equal. Okay, no opposite angle, no adjacent angle, no. Every angle is different. Suppose one angle is 40 degree, one is 30 degree, one is 105 and other is 185. So every angle is different. Okay.
I'm not done writing.
Write down. Take your time. So none of angles, none of angles are equal. Every angle is different. So this is trapezoid, first type of trapezoid. Now I will explain the second type of trapezoid, which is isosceles trapezoid. Generally we are using the isosceles trapezium or trapezoid, but you should know both type of trapezoid, and you should know the difference of the trapezoid also. Okay. So other type of trapezoid is isosceles trapezoid, right? Because the name is iso means where two sides are equal. Okay. So what is the property of the isosceles trapezoid? Isosceles trapezoid, a quadrilateral having one and only one pair of parallel side is called a trapezoid, right? As we have done in the before. So in the edges, this one, in this figure, you can see here ABCD, in which AB is parallel to CD, right? You can see here, this is parallel to this one, right? Is the normal property of the trapezoid. A trapezoid is said to be an isosceles trapezoid if its non-parallel sides are equal. So one pair of opposite sides are equal, and the other pair of opposite sides are, one pair of opposite sides are parallel, and the unparallel sides are equal in length. So these two sides are equal length, and these two opposite sides are parallel. So there is a difference. Okay. In the normal trapezoid, these two sides are non-parallel and non-equal also. But isosceles trapezoid is one pair of sides are parallel and other pair of opposite sides are non-parallel but equal in length. Understood the difference?
Yep.
Now write down. Same, first property is same like before, like the opposite sides are, write down with the one pair of opposite sides are parallel, right? One pair of opposite sides are parallel, as you can see in the diagram. And other pair of opposite sides are non-parallel but equal. So how you will be denoted this? AB is parallel to CD. So one pair of opposite sides are parallel, and the other pair of opposite sides, AD is non-parallel to BC, but AD is equals to BC. Very important, because the name says isosceles. Isosceles means two, so two sides are equal. This is the very important part of this trapezoid. Now the second property of the trapezoid is, now come to the diagonal. So diagonals of the isosceles trapezoid are always equal. If I draw the diagonal, when we join AC and BD, so diagonal always be equal. Okay, diagonal always be equal. So write down diagonals are always equal.
So the first one, does it say for the last two letters but equal? Do I say but not equal or but is equal?
Yes. That is the main difference. Okay. Main difference.
So do I say that it's but is not equal, or do I say it but it is equal?
AC is equals to BD. Yes. in the normal trapezoid, because it's a normal trapezoid, these two sides, these two opposite sides are non-equal and non-parallel. Okay, because they are not parallel, no? They are going in like this. They will never meet. If you extend these two sides, AD and BC, they will never meet. Okay, right? But yeah, they will meet. Actually, they will meet. When you extend it, they will meet. So these are not parallel. But DC and BC is like my board, right? If you see in my board, if you extend opposite side, they will never meet. So that's why DC and AB are the parallel sides. Opposite sides are parallel, right? But these two sides are not parallel but equal in length. Suppose this is 3 centimeter, this is also 3 centimeter. But in the last trip, but in normal trapezoid, if this side is 3 centimeter, so other side is maybe 5 centimeter, like this. Okay. So the basic difference is this, and the second is diagonals are always equal. Means the length of AC and BD is equal. Suppose this is 7 centimeter, BD is 7 centimeter, so AC is also 7 centimeter. Because of these two sides are equal in length, automatically diagonal will equal. Okay, so this is the very basic. So the last type of quadrilateral is kite, right? Now kite is, what are the first property of kite? A quadrilateral which has two pair of equal adjacent side but unequal opposite side. What this mean? These two are the adjacent side, right? Adjacent side means when vertex is common. So two pair of adjacent sides are equal. Two pair this. So one pair of adjacent sides are equal and the other pair of also adjacent sides are equal. But unequal opposite sides means opposite sides are unequal, because these two are opposite sides. They are unequal. They are unequal. But adjacent sides are equal. So how you will write it? Two pair of adjacent sides are equal. Now you know that adjacent side means vertex is common, right? When vertex is common, then we call it a adjacent side.
Yeah.
So how you will write it? AB is equals to BC and AD is equals to CD or DC, right? But opposite sides are not equal, right? AB is not equals to CD and BC is not equals to AD. Very important. Adjacent sides are equal but opposite sides are not equal.
Yeah. So we've done two of the.
So the next property is the diagonals intersect each other at 90 degree. See, when you join both the diagonals, they will intersect at 90 degree, as you can see in the figure. It's easily visible. All four are 90 degree, right? So how you will write it? Because they are intersect, AC is perpendicular to BD. So automatically angle AOB, BOC, COD and DOA all will give the 90 degree. Now the last property is everything done for the kite as of now. Now we'll learn
Okay.
in the, the further. So diagonal BD bisect angle B as well as angle D. So basically when you bisect these two angles, they will give the equal angles. This angle will be equal with this and this angle equal with this angle. This is one property. If you want, you can write it. The other is this side is equals to this side.
Yeah.
So if you want, you can write it. OA is always equals to the OC. Means this side is equal to this side, but this is not, okay? This is shorter, this is longer. So this will not equal, but yes, this side always be equal. When it's bisect at O, it will give the equal measures, okay? And definitely diagonal BD bisects angle B as well as angle D. Means this angle is equals to this equals to this. So you just understood that.
Yeah.
So in quadrilateral, we have already learned 6 types of quadrilateral, right? Quadri means 4, laterals means 4 sides. So there are 6 types of quadrilateral which we have already discussed. Now we have again basically quadrilaterals are the six types, but these are the 2 more different types of categories we have classified. So quadrilaterals are 2 types: self-intersecting and non-self-intersecting. Okay, there are 2 types: self-intersecting and non-self-intersecting. The self-intersecting is a complicated quadrilaterals. Okay, we learn it in the higher grade. Okay, so complex quadrilateral, while the non-self-intersecting quadrilateral are the simple quadrilaterals. Okay, now the basic concept is starts from here, because the non-self-intersecting are classified as convex and concave quadrilateral. Now we'll discuss after this what is concave and convex quadrilateral. First write down this one. Now the important part of this is depending upon the measure of the angles, simple quadrilateral. Okay, so non-self-intersecting quadrilateral is simple quadrilateral. So this simple quadrilateral can be classified into 2 types. Okay, can be classified into 2 types. Classified into 2, which is convex and concave. Write down. Convex quadrilateral and concave quadrilateral. Okay, they are classified into 2 types. Now, first of all, I am explaining the figure, so you will understand the type, and then I explain one by one. Convex is like a quadrilateral in which the measure of each angle is less than 180 degree. It's called a convex quadrilateral. Okay, it's called a convex quadrilateral. So what is the figure of this? Now I am drawing the figure. So figure is simple figure I will be. Okay, now this is the quadrilateral. Which type of quadrilateral? Convex quadrilateral. Now the quadrilateral is, this measure is 45 degree, this measure is 85 degree, Okay, and the upper one is 135 degree and this is 120 degree. So this is the convex. Now you can see each angle is less than 180 degree, right? 135 is less than 180, 120 is less than 180, 45 is less than 180 and 85 is less than 180. So the convex quadrilateral in which a measure of each angle is less than 180 degree is called a convex quadrilateral. Okay, convex quadrilateral. Now come to the concave quadrilateral. Concave quadrilateral is and the important point of this convex quadrilateral is the point of intersection of the diagonal. If you draw the diagonal, okay, so this intersecting of the diagonal now always be in inside. See, this is so the point of intersection of diagonals of a convex quadrilateral lies inside the quadrilateral. Okay, inside the quadrilateral. Diagonal AC and BD meet each other inside the quadrilateral. Very important property. Now, and sum of all the angles in a convex quadrilateral is equals to 180 degree. Sum of all the angles, okay, of the convex quadrilateral is not 180, opposite, 360 degree, not 180. Now next is concave quadrilateral. A quadrilateral in which a quadrilateral in which the measure of one of the angle is more than 180 degree. More than 180 degree. More than 180 degree but less than 360 degree is called the convex quadrilateral. There is no space for figure. Okay, so just write down this is the figure A, B, C and D. A is 60 degree, B is 45 degree, okay, and the D is also 45 degree, but C is the reflex angle which is 210 degree. Means a quadrilateral in which the measure of one of the angle is more than 180 but less than 360. So the at C we have the one angle which is more than 180 but less than 360 degree. That's why we call it a concave quadrilateral. And the point of intersection of diagonal of a concave quadrilateral lies outside the quadrilateral. How? When you join the diagonal, this diagonal, this line is inside but this is the outside. So see, this is the outside. So the intersection of diagonal of a concave quadrilateral lies outside the quadrilateral. This is the different property. Draw some more figures related to convex quadrilateral and concave quadrilateral. So convex quadrilaterals, see, this is the type of non-self intersecting quadrilateral, right, which is the simple type of quadrilateral. And under non-self intersecting quadrilateral, we have categorized into two. So one is convex and other is concave. Under convex, we can say that all 6 types of quadrilateral under this category, convex, right? We have learned 6 types of quadrilateral: rectangle, square, trapezoid, parallelogram, rhombus, kite, everything, okay? And this convex quadrilateral figure is like this because one angle must be a reflex angle. What is the reflex angle? The reflex angle is more than 180 but less than 360. So diagram is like this. Now see, in all the diagrams, you can see there is a one angle is reflex angle. But in convex quadrilateral, you can see here all the angles are less than 180, right? See, these 4 are the 90 degree. These all are less than 180. Each angle is less than 180. But in convex, one angle is reflex angle and other is less than 180, right? So understood?
Yeah.
With the help of figure?